Hi guys, I wanted to share a little bit about what inspired my decision to become a dermatologist and shaped so much of who I am today. I get a lot of questions about this, so I thought that our VIP page was the best place to share. It all starts with my dad. He was born hearing, but became completely deaf when he was 3 years old as a result of a childhood illness. Well, actually, the doctors weren't sure if it was his high fever or the antibiotic therapy they gave him, an antibiotic called gentamicin, that caused his deafness. So he was able to speak, but the way that he spoke sounded different from the way that you or I speak. He didn't have the cadence or that normal sing-song quality to his voice. He sounded pretty monotone. As a deaf child in a hearing world, before the Americans with Disabilities Act, there was little expectation or hope for his future, and he often played alone and kept to himself because he wasn't included at school. People, adults, other kids, assumed he lacked intelligence or just wasn't capable because he was deaf. And thankfully, one teacher believed in him. She actually had his IQ tested, and turns out it was off the charts. So she helped him to believe in himself, in what was possible. Well, she helped light that fire that apparently had been there all along. So fast forward to when he graduated from college, he pursued his PhD at NYU, met my mother, who was studying sign language. They fell in love and started a family. Now, while my mom became a sign language interpreter and therapist of children with disabilities, my dad pursued his dream of changing the world for people with disabilities. And he led a nationwide protest, which ultimately led to the Americans with Disabilities Act. And he inspired so many people as an activist and a leader. He changed so many lives. His name was Dr. Frank Bowe, and he was not a deaf man. He was a remarkable man who also happened to be deaf. And his students at Hofstra University often referred to him as a rock star professor. Now, as a couple, my mom and dad shared a dream to help the world and see the value of a person behind a disability. And growing up in that open-minded and accepting environment, it didn't take much effort for me to look past a disability or a condition to the person inside. It did, however, weigh on me when I saw the pain in someone's face when others were less accepting of a condition or disability. While I was in medical school, those feelings lingered and tugged at me. I felt drawn to a specialty clinic called the Acne Clinic, and at that clinic I met patients with severe acne, scarring, even disfiguring manifestations of this condition. And even as their physical scars were helped through treatment, the emotional scars from dealing with and living with this condition often seemed to stick around. But slowly, and with some encouragement, as the treatments truly started to work, I watched a transformation, a newfound confidence as their personalities, maybe rock star personalities, began to come out and shine through. And I loved being a part of that transition, that transformation. I wanted to empower others through my work. And I wanted to pursue this field that could change lives in such a tangible and meaningful way. And that's how I started down the path to become a dermatologist. It's part of my Bowe glow and the fabric of who I am. Through my work, I want to see the inner rock star of true, vibrant personalities of the people I'm treating emerge as we successfully address their conditions and concerns. You know, glowing with confidence is part of the radiance that I talk about. It's so much more than skin deep, as I always say. All right, guys, I'm signing off for now, but I'll see you soon.